You're welcome to my channel, and thank you for patronizing my recordings all the time. Kindly remember to share this video and recommend it to others. Also, please press the like button. This afternoon, I want to be talking on the failure of farming, or simply put, farming as an unprofitable venture. What makes it unprofitable? And this is going to be part 2. I've done part 1. I titled that one, Farming is Unprofitable, part 1. So this is part 2 of it. Brethren, like I did say, if there is anybody who is passionate about farming, that person is Yemi Omogboyega. And there is nothing that I did not do to make a huge success of farming. What I discovered is that the more I tried to improve things, the worse the situation becomes. I even made the mistake of then saying, because of the love I have for it, and in order to really boost it, I decided to do it for somebody, some other people, and I invited people to join me to do it. And because they had faith in me, they actually obliged. But unfortunately, as I did say in part 1, it failed. It failed. Then let's look at some of the things that made it a failure. I am an advocate of doing things right. For instance, there are 2 major ways of doing your farm. You either do the mechanized farming, which is very rare to come by. If you want to practice mechanized farming, you will need to have a tractorable land. Tractorable land, indeed. Without operating on a tractorable land, you can do farming. You do little farming, but you can't do much. You can't do much. If you want to do a large commercial farming, minimum of 5 hectares, you need mechanized method. And for you to do that, you need to mechanize it. Unfortunately, in my location, let me tell you the history. I started farming as far back as when I was still in the office, 2000, and I retired in 2008, and I've started about 5 years before. And that would be like 2002, 2003 that I started showing interest in in large-scale farming. And by then, I applied for government land. I was allocated land first at Ayede, and there I remembered my experience then. I spent approximately 400,000 naira to do about 3 or 4 hectares or so. It never saw the light of the day because of, what will I say, maybe corruption on the part of the agric extension officers and the laborers and so on and so forth. I came out with nothing there. Okay, I didn't give up because of the love I have for it. I again applied for land at Okeako, Ipao, the first time. I paid for 5 hectares of land. I got my receipt for that. And I did, only 2 were allocated to me by the extension officer in practical terms. And I entrusted the extension officer. Let me just keep his name because this one is not to slight anybody, but it's to tell you why it doesn't work, and there is the human factor there. I did that one too. By the time prior to the period that the farm was completed, all the stories I've been hearing was, oh, before even you planted, people are waiting to buy. I want to tell you, all those stories, they are to cajole you to go into to spend your money. There are no people there out there to buy them. I tell you categorically. I did it. They gave me two hectares. I spent hugely on those 2 hectares. Again, by the time it was ready, it came out, it turned out to harvest level. Then the same extension officer who had been telling me people come from Benin, they come with their vehicles and all that, started telling me stories. Oh, there are no buyers. Oh, I said, you told me that these buyers are there, that immediately I finished it, I would be able to make my money. We were on that till after some time. I asked him again, okay, let us get some local people to turn into Gari for us. He said he could not find any. Then I said, okay, let us turn it to Ilubo, Lafun, and so on and so forth, just for me to get that thing out. He said, no people to do it, and I am in Inyi, and the farm is at Ikole, and Inyi to Ikole is approximately 1.5 hours drive, or if you are fast, maybe 2 hours by somebody like me. So that way, at a point, I got lost, and that farm, whatever happened to it till today, only the extension officer will account for it. But I discovered that all those things were deliberate. He must have harvested and sold it. So I lost out there. I didn't give up again, still at the same Ipa Okeako. I applied for government land again. This time around, I did 3 hectares, which I handed specifically over to the extension officer to help me to do. These extension officers, they are part and parcels of the enemies of our farmers, those who are farming on government land. So he did it for me at a point. The thing, I went there, I spent about 300 plus also on the 3 plus, about 400 plus. By the time I got there, this guy even had planted, against my own wishes, without my consent. He utilized the open land in my farm to plant melon, which would, when I say egusi, watermelon, not watermelon, normal melon for cooking soup. He had planted it on this same farm. When I got there, I saw it. I said, this is part of this guy. Till today, not a single seed got to me, but I spent the money on that farm, and he took advantage of it. Again, what about the cassava? It was ready again. The same story. No buyer, nothing. Till today, only that agric extension officer will be able to account for it. So I now discovered, he's actually using it to invite people to come and invest, only for him to harvest it. That is one, human factor, human corruption, human inhumanity, or what we call it, humans inhumanity to another. So he ate up all the whatever came out of those investments. Whether it will be profitable or not, I don't even know. But till today, he took them and made do with them. Now I said, okay, I reasoned, if I'm able to do this farming close to where I reside, I will have control over it. At least the market, as well as I will be able to know what to turn it to. That was why in my previous video I said I took these two decisions. Do the farming where it will be close to my place of abode. Then number two, do what you call chain value farming. That is, this idea of saying nobody will buy when you are through, let that be raised. If I can turn my gari, my tubers to gari, the cassava will not waste away. Then the same thing with maize. If I'm able to use part of my maize to feed my poultry, then I will not have excess maize to the point that I will sell unprofitably. So I went ahead and worked on that, on those premises. At the end of the day, I discovered that, one, apart from the corruptions here and there, getting the right labor, to do the land preparation, the high cost of chemicals, all those things that are analyzed in part one, the battle with animals, the battle with pests, the battle with weather conditions, and so on and so forth. I also discovered that I could not, even when I harvested this time using the cassava, I discovered that the gari that I made, I was producing at 216 naira, as I said in my earlier video. I was selling for 150 naira. So nobody will do a good business like that. Okay, that is that about, planting, harvesting, and so on and so forth. However, let me say the aspects that are very disturbing. Farming itself, in terms of financial input, is very expensive. If you go for farming on a land which is not tractorable, it is terrible. For you to brush, to pack, to burn 1 hectare of land, you will spend nearly 100,000, which on a tractored land will cost you about, just for you to plow, harrow, and reach, if you wish to reach, will cost you about between 55 and 75,000 naira. But for the